third event, 1800-metre Class 4, headed by Unique Happiness. Barrier 6 for him. He likes to get out in front. Crown Avenue, course and distance first time. He's won over this trip on the all-weather a couple of times. Bo Duke, who won here over the 1650 last time out. Ballet likes to roll as well. King Windsor won over this trip at Shartin in April. Premium champion runner-up over the 1650 last time out. And Autumn Gold from Barrier 1. He is first up since April. Now we've made our way back to the touchscreen here. Let's have a look at the speed map here, Brex. It's quite an interesting one as well. Over the 1800 metres, there's always the opportunity for some moves, but Unique Happiness, we expect to probably be in front.
Yeah, the reason we've, you know, sort of focused in on this race is primarily this horse back here, Premium Champion. We'll touch on him in a moment. But let's have a look firstly at Ballet. Now, Ballet could potentially kick up here and inside of Unique Happiest, who does look the likely leader. We know that Bo Duke last start actually sat in, but he's drawn a bit wide. He might have to press on. Unique Happiest, as you can see there, he'll be running, and he's going to try and hold him out. So for me, that takes care of Bo Duke. I don't like him there on Thursday night. Ballet is a horse that I think will keep up a strong gallop and be suited to the potential pace. First half of the race, it looks slow. This is the key horse, though. Last start, we saw him sit back under the guidance of Zach Purton, and then he came right down the outside and quickly whipped around them and went straight to the front. That'll be in the back of Zach's mind again, no doubt. So, first half of the race, potentially pace slow, but the second half, it might be upgraded to good due to that very reason. Zach Purton, I think, holds the key to the race on Premium Champion. If he takes off like he did last start, all of a sudden the race will be on Ernest a long way out. All
right, OK, so some key interesting points there. Paul, how have they been looking in the morning?
Well, there's only one piece to show, really, for this particular race, and that's Ballet, because the stayers haven't really done anything too exceptional. And Neil Cullen aboard, as you can see here, really stretching out nicely. He's run third of 65. He's a well-rated horse at the moment. Second up, he's improved for that particular run, and I think he's going to be really tough to beat.
All right, well, let's have a look at Unique Happiness out in front, as we expect him to be on Thursday night as well. It's just whether he can hold on.
I thought this was a pretty good run, actually, because there was a little bit of pressure applied to him in the early stages of the race, but you can see there he's no daisy cutter, sit sprinter. He's just a grind horse, builds the revs and just keeps up a strong gallop. He was beaten by horses with a better turn of acceleration, but we're at 1800 metres here. Now, as we said before, if Premium Champion gets back and Unique Happiest is rolling, if Joe wants to potentially lift the pace sort of 700 metres out and build the revs, it might make it difficult for the others. It'll probably suit him too.
Yeah, I think he's won off a higher rating before as well, so he's in the right grade. He's won off 60, he's now rated 59. Joe Moreira aboard to be on the pace, so you'll get a good sight.
He's a winning chance.
All right, well, Sam Clipperton was on board Bo Duke for this win, but unlikely, as we talked about there with a map, that he'll want to get it stuck out three wide.
Well, this is the thing, they changed the tactics. They sat in, they didn't actually go for the lead. Now, he does like to lead, as we know, and he can get to the front if he really wants to push on, but I think he's going to have to work a little bit harder in this second up scenario, so I have got him in on the fourth line only. I think he can run OK, but I haven't got him as a winning chance.
It was a good win, but I just think with the wider barrier, he either has to work too hard early to cross, which will be detrimental to him, or he gets caught wide. So I'm not sure he can get in.
All right, OK, so there's a couple of them dealt with. Crown Avenue, who won a couple of times on the all-weather last season. Back on the turf, though, what are his chances with jockey Chad Schofield?
Chad, Crown Avenue, getting up to 1800 metres, is that what he's looking for?
Yeah, certainly is. Obviously, he did very well in the dirt last season, and he's had 2 runs this time in over the mile at Happy Valley, and he's run well. Last start, he just stepped a bit slow, got a bit further back than we wanted, and he hit the line nicely with limited room. But up to the 18, different type of tempo. I expect him to travel nicely wherever he's happy, and I think he will finish very strong.
Do you feel he's just as effective on turf as what he is on the dirt?
He handles the turf, but he is a better horse on the dirt. However, I still think he's good enough to win in Class 4 on the turf.
No, it's pretty positive there, Chad, with Crown Avenue, barrier 3 for him. We talked about then Premium Champion and what he did last time out. This is him finishing second, ultimately, Trendy winning the field as well.
Exactly, and eventually Super Form was able to cut him down, but we did see that move from back in the field. Now, he's not one-dimensional. He doesn't have to do that to be winning the race. He is a horse that's won over longer. if you get a horse like Belay who wants to kick up Unique Happiest, and then Bo Duke drives in as well, Paul, then that generates a little bit of speed. Zach can just sit back and just work off the back of that. So I think he's got to be one considered.
Yeah, I didn't get him in the end because he's gone 22, 16, 50 back to 18. So I was sort of waiting until he gets up a bit further. But look, he can run a good race, there's no doubt.
He's one off a mark of 80. He's much less than that at the moment,
Yeah.
48 or something at the moment. So we will see. So where did we end up?
Well, I'm going to make this my long shot, Belay. Currently a $13 price. He's going to get the best run in the race from barrier 2. He's got options. He can lead or he can just sit in behind the pace. Unique Happiest, we saw that run. It was a good run from him. Crown Avenue, I agree with Chad. He's a better horse in the dirt, but he can still run a nice race. And Bo Duke is the one I put in for 4th because it was a good win last time. 7-1-2-4, but I'll be going each way 7 at $13.
I've come up with the same selection, actually, because I just think Belay gets a good run whatever happens. If they sit and then build the revs, he's right on the back of the speed, if not potentially leading. If the move comes from the back, they'll get going a long way out, and he's a strong type. He can stay on. He proved that when he ran 4th behind Poaching Treasure towards the end of last season. So with a run under the belt, I'm like Paul, I'll go with him on an each-way basis. Unique Happiest, Premium Champion, Crown Avenue. I'm going to play the QQP 1, 7 and 10.
Yeah. I've got the same 4 numbers as you, as in actual fact, Brett. Just a slightly different order. I'm looking on some Purton Magic with Premium Champion. All right, that's the 6 up off and running. Quick break for us. We'll come back with race number 4, first leg of the Triple Trio.